Hi, I'm James Darby. I'm your ordinary Aussie patriot, and I attended the Gold Coast Reclaim Australia rally. I helped as an event staffer. I want to report on that rally, and I want to talk to you about Discovery. The rally was fantastic, wonderful speakers, and a video will be produced shortly of the whole event, which will be available. Discovery is a very vital thing. I discovered at this rally that everybody wanted to help. Everybody put their hand in their mind and said, what can I do to help? And unfortunately, similarly in every rally around Australia, I can't find any evidence of a plan other than more rallies. But what I propose to do now is to give you a plan for the future rallies and a plan to save Australia from Islam. There are a myriad of small parties in Australia. It is wonderful that we have a political system that allows this. America's got a two-party system which is a disaster for America. It's resulted in Obama becoming the president. It's resulted in America being inflicted and infested with Islam to a greater degree than ever, and spending more money on Islam than ever. Our political system has a political system that allows for small parties. I love and support small parties. I love and particularly support small parties that say on their how to vote card, vote Greens last and Labor second last. They're the parties you should favour when you're voting for a small party. You should always vote the full card, particularly vote the full card with Labor second last and Greens last. Greens are effectively a vote for Islam, and a vote for Labor is a vote for Islam in the second case. A small political party that advocates vote Greens last and Labor second last is the safest party to follow. And number every square. You must support the small parties. This, of course, in numbering every square means you are voting for the Conservative or the so-called Conservative, Liberal, National parties in preference over Labor, the Islamic voting party. So, what happened at the rally? I was collecting a petition, which is called the No Incitement Petition. And as I was collecting this No Incitement Petition, it's a petition to call upon the government to make a person who incites another person equally culpable for the crime. It's a very important petition. And I was told by the police I couldn't collect that petition because the application to collect the petition was not on the original permit. I then went to collect the offer to help Australia. No more mosques, no more supporters and advocates of jihad and Sharia to be issued with a visa to enter Australia is the heading of it. The heading can be changed, of course. And it is an offer to help form which allows a person to recruit themselves into becoming a street rep. I want to make this form available to every person in every small party. I want you to utilise this form for your own small party. And I want you to make sure your small party, when it stands, advocates and issues a how to vote card that says, number every square, vote Greens last and Labor second last. If your party isn't doing that, your influence in the party isn't profoundly good enough. I don't propose to talk to you now about the huge advantage of the preferential voting system and how the preferential voting system is the only way that a majority view can ever be supported. You can't support a majority view without a compulsory preferential voting system. If you're in a small party, you should ensure that your small party, particularly in the states that don't have compulsory preferential, that becomes a policy to reinstitute it. This how to vote, how to offer yourself to support is available on the Team Australia Support Club.org, and you can put a post on there or you can email. If you go onto this site, you'll find the email address. an email, and you'll receive a copy of the petition and a copy of the offer to help form. Everybody at the rallies was crying out to find something to do, something that they can ensure the legislation is changed to protect Australia from advancing Islam. Obtaining this offer to help form, you can change the name at the bottom to your own party name. Come election time, it's so important to ensure that no Muslim person is elected into the parliament and no Muslim sympathiser is elected into a council. The only councillors who should be elected are councillors who will not approve a mosque. The only person in the parliament should be a person who will not encourage further immigration of Islam to Australia. Islamic immigration to Australia must cease. So, obtain the form, offer to help form. What the offer to help form principle is to recruit yourself as a representative of the political party you support, the ideology you support, so you will on-deliver material to that street. You become the street rep for that street. Or apartment block. If you live in an apartment block, become the apartment block rep. That is my story. And that's what I want to talk to you about. Don't feel like you haven't had discovery by attending any of the Reclaim Australia rallies. Feel you have discovered. You felt the motivation at those rallies to really do something to help save Australia. And this is one way to do it. Take this form into your small party room and get them to use it. Come election time, don't necessarily be beholden to a party. It's the candidate you must be beholden to. And in the preferential voting system, you're able to support the people who oppose Islam. Opposing Islam and making sure that people get elected to the legislature that will bring in sensible laws and democratic laws to stop Sharia. The final thing I'd like to say about Sharia is a so-called law that is not a democratic law. It never was prepared as a bill to enter Parliament. It never was debated in Parliament. It never went to a House of Review or a Senate for amendment or ratification. It is not a democratic law. It's a barbaric law that does terrible, terrible things to people, and it has no justice. We must stop Sharia, we must stop jihad, and we must make halal transparent and accountable. To do these things, remember your motivation you felt at the Reclaim rallies, and now do something. Decide to spend 10 minutes a week on the cause to keep Australia free from Islam. I'm James Darby, and I welcome your time.